Hi, everyone.
I actually... Oh, hi.
Hi, how's it going? Welcome to Have a Podcast. Great start
Hi,
to start. This is
Listen,
being streamed live on Twitch TV.
where you can find Explodicy.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's going to be put on YouTube as well, so you can check it out there. Hi, how are you? My name's Carson, and with me is my friend Jason, or SmilingTiger.
Strong word. Or TSST time.
All right, I see how it is, motherfucker.
Or TSST time.
Oh, God.
I listen here. I had my YouTube channel first, and that was me and my friends. And now it's just me, and I can't change it.
I mean, you could. You just won't.
I could, but all of my music videos and everything have TSST time at the end. And so people are just going to look at that and say, did you steal all this shit? No?
Well, no, they could also just see it as a rebrand.
Yeah, but I don't like the rebrand. I don't.
But how's everyone doing? Welcome to Have a Podcast, where we just ask you to take a seat and, you know, just have a seat and listen to us ramble about stupid shit.
Yeah.
So
But
how
just so
have you been?
Yes, take a seat and have a podcast. Is heavily inspired by
Chris Hansen.
To catch a predator.
Yeah.
know.
So a lot of the shit that we do and a lot of the jokes we make were inspired by Chris Hansen's show To Catch a Predator.
I'm big.
It was.
I have a full soundboard of him.
I know you do. How have you been?
Me?
Yes.
Dead.
That.
You know how I've been.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I do know how you've been.
Let's not delve into that on episode 1.
No. I mean, just in general, as of right now.
Right now I'm doing okay.
Good.
I'm a little annoyed because you know the rat thing that I was setting up had incorrect nut sizes for the screws. That sounds wrong. I had incorrect the bolt nuts that you put the screws into.
I just like to be inappropriate nut size. I'm like, after seeing your rats.
After you've seen the pictures of my rats and you've seen they just lug those things around.
So, to anyone who doesn't know us, Jason recently got some rats and we saw pictures of them, and dear God.
Rats have ginormous balls.
They're just lugging them around like they're nothing. It is absolutely ridiculous.
But no, I've been good. Getting back into everything, getting back to, you know, setting everything up, creating again, finalizing a few things.
Yep.
But yeah, my game is Steam has finally said you can post it, but there were a couple problems with me posting it before. It just was having errors.
Oh boy.
But yeah, after 6 months, finally my game will be live.
Oh, sweet. Do I get a key? Do I get to play it for free? Do I?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
Okay,
you
cool.
and possibly up to 4 other people. I don't want to give out too many.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I'll stream
but
it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's a game for streaming. I just don't know how many people have the taste for that type of game.
Oh, that's fair.
Type thing. But yeah. How about yourself?
I have been working like hell. So I'm a cart pusher at a supermarket, and it is an interesting job. Yesterday it was raining like all day. It was like absolutely awful. And it did this thing where it rained super hard for like an hour straight, and it calmed down, and then the rain went away, and then when it came back, it was like, all right, go fuck yourself. And the wrath of
do
God.
they still give you guys the overcoat stuff?
Yes,
the raincoat things?
they
Okay.
do, but they're in horrible condition.
It's probably the same ones that have been used for like the past decade.
Like, yeah. So like they're in horrible condition. Holes are everywhere. There's a coat that's like its sleeve is like ripped to like your elbow. And like the moment you lift your hand up, it just falls down. And it's like, that's not protecting
Jesus.
anything. So I was just like, screw it. I just put on the poncho that they had and wore that. But man, do I hate dealing with people.
Oh, well, I mean, especially when you aren't. Honestly, I've been in the position of manager and non-manager. And oh my god, like the amount of crap that I don't have to take when I was a manager.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because when you're not a manager, you can't tell people they're wrong.
Oh yeah.
Like you can, but it's there's a lot of Karens that exist.
I've met a. Did I tell you I got complained about one time?
What?
I got complained about. So let me set the stage.
You haven't even been there for like 2 months.
Oh, I've been there for 2 months, a little 3 days over 2 months. So let me explain the situation.
Oh my god.
Let me explain the situation. So what happened was, so we close one side of the store, like one entrance at 7. Right? So that closes. You cannot go in or out that entrance, and it's to kind of just because we're starting to get, everything finished. We're starting to close up because we close at 8:30.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get everyone to go to one side. However, there are people who like to go up to the door anyway. And it was one day, it was really weird. There was like a group of people, they got in line for a door that wasn't going to open for them. I was like, whatever. So I told them that you got to go on the other side. So I go get more carts, and this woman in scrubs goes to go to the door. She goes up to the door, it doesn't open. She stands there for like a minute. Words are hard. She stands there for like a minute.
I can tell.
And I get the carts up there to the bay, and she comes over and she says, "Hey, this door is closed. This entrance is closed, right?" I'm like, "Yes." And I tried to be respectful. I tried to be nice. I was like, and I said, if the door doesn't open, it's kind of safe to assume that it's closed. And she complained. I had no attitude in my voice when I said it, or at least not that I could hear, but she complained about it. And my manager talked to me, and I didn't get in trouble for it, but it was just like, it was such a small thing, and like, whatever.
It was stupid.
Yeah, there was another time I probably should have gotten complained about, but I didn't. So these two bigger ladies are going to the same door. I don't know if this was the same day or not. So they're heading up to the door, and I say, "Hey, this entrance is closed. You got to go to the other one." And they're like, and they're not even up to the door yet. Like, they're like still in the parking lot, and they're like, "Well, there should be a sign." And in dead ass, I was just like, "There is. When you get to the door." I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
And then, they get all mad, and they go off to the car and go to the other side.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. I deal with so many stupid people, and I cannot deal with how stupid they can be sometimes.
Listen, there's a lot of people will say, I hope this stigma goes away after everything that is currently going on. There's a lot of people that think that retail workers, that, people that basically make a company run, are nothing.
Yeah.
They're stupid. They're just high school students, or if they aren't, then they're stupid for not getting out of that job, finding something else. I've worked a lot of jobs. Delivery driver, kitchen, retail work, manager, escape room, like all of these different jobs. The most stressful job by far, besides arguably the kitchen, was retail work. Because, oh my god, it's not hard to do. But especially when you work for a supermarket or large superstore like you do, managers don't always talk to each other, and there's like a manager of the grocery area, a manager of all that, and so they aren't always talking to each other. They don't know what the fuck one person has said, and then they see you doing something that one manager tells you, and they tell you something else. That's the only difficult part.
Yeah.
But the thing that's the most stressful is the customers that come up to you, and they're just like, "Hey, I hate you for being
I hate everything you are because you're here. And it's like, what did I do?
If I could shove my thumb into your eye socket and poke your brain, I would. But I can't because social distancing.
Oh no, that's dead. That's dead. Okay, so for the first like
It's
month,
a hoax. I mean, come on.
it's a hoax. No, so for like the first month of me working, it was cold. It was like colder before it got like really hot right now in Ohio. It's cold as all hell. So I had my face mask. I didn't always wear it, but I would pull it up because when you're working outside, you're not gonna put on a mask because you're exerting force, and that stops your breathing. You know, it makes it hard to breathe. So when I'm working outside, and especially because this whole thing does not like, it's less effective outside. You know what I mean? Or at least the heat kind of kills it. So I have my mask down to like my chin because I had just came out from the inside, and this lady walked in. She's an older lady. She's like, "Hey, do you have a mask?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's right here." It's like, "Well, you should put it on." I'm like, "Okay, I see how it is." All right, cool. That's dope. I don't know. Dealing with people is just really annoying as of right now. Just how it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ultimately, don't let it get to me often, but sometimes it's just like,
It's hard not to whenever I've always said that like one good customer can make your day, but it takes one bad customer to ruin your week.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The shit that people deal with sometimes.
It's awful.
Which is why, I'm so glad that now, I don't have money. And
I'm so glad I'm poor and just don't have money for the rest of my life.
But no, I mean, my work the past couple years has been very much isolated. Working online, doing delivery work for Amazon when I can. Unfortunately, like I didn't qualify for unemployment because of the warehouse, as I think the warehouse that I was at had like 5 cases that they didn't tell anybody about except for the people that were there. And I'm like, so I'm not going there anymore. I have a girlfriend that's of a high risk. Fuck off. But it's been nice not to have to deal with that mental strain and anxiety.
Oh yeah.
That I used to have to deal with. And so now the goal is, just make money from games. Maybe.
I think the only thing that sucks about, like I'm not going to complain about the income because I make a decent amount. The only thing that sucks is being too tired to like stream as often as I'd like to. And like it's kind of killed like the stream thing. I've been trying to keep up on YouTube videos. I've been posting every single day for like a while. So I've been keeping up with that and I'm very happy about that. But in general, it just kind of, it can kill your motivation to just do shit. Because a lot of your time is, I'm spending like 5+ hours at work, any given day. I get 2 days off a fucking week. 3 if I'm lucky. But ultimately, it's a situation of, I kind of need the money, so I'm not going to complain too much. Hi, thank you so much for the resub. 14 months, man.
Hey, 0.
But it's ultimately just a big situation about that. It can be a pain in the ass, but you deal with it. You kind of go. You got to go by stride.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're fucked.
Okay, I'm getting very confused by some of these things. While we're talking, I'm downloading a whole new soundboard. I'm just hitting download on things. And it brought up that robot thing. And first it said I failed, and it didn't even give me a question, so I questioned whether or not I was a robot. But it then said click the one that's not a balloon, and there's no balloons in any of the images. And so I clicked one, and it's just like, yeah, you're good. I'm like, I don't think this is accurate. I don't know what's happening right now.
Oh my god. So I did actually have like a genuine question for you when it comes to like just personality wise and how, and people just in general. I was very curious. So on Twitter and things, you know, you call people out for, people call out stupid things for shit that they've done. One of the biggest things, especially in the voice acting community, is if you were a cheater in any way, shape, or form, you're fucked. Like,
what do you mean by cheater?
Like in a relationship, if you cheated in a relationship, you are looked at as scum. And you know that saying, once a cheater, always a cheater, and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm curious on what you believe. Do you believe that that is true? Do you believe that once you've cheated once, you can never get better from that?
No. I strongly believe that every single person has a chance to change, has an ability to change. I used to be an absolute asshole. Some would say I still
used to be. What do you mean?
But I used to. I was raised, as some people know, I was raised in a very religious home. I was raised by people
until your parents wanted to fuck you.
Okay. What?
The stories you would tell me.
Oh, that's my birth family. That's
your birth family. Now
my birth family wants to fuck me. Literally. But,
it's great.
No, but I was raised in a very religious home, and so there was a lot of things that I had to overcome. By the time I was in high school, I had basically become who I am today. But I was still a bit of an ass. But I mean, there were so many things that I look back on that I'm just like, how could I have been that person? And I think every single person has that within them, especially if it's something. I have never knowingly cheated in a relationship. I never have.
Right.
I accidentally did once, apparently, because a girl that I broke up with did not think I broke up with her, and I was dating somebody else at the time. So that was a whole other weird situation.
I accidentally. I love. Can I just say I love the idea of that? Just like, oh well, I don't know what happens. Like,
I literally was just like, we need to have a conversation. I thought we already had this conversation.
I need you to have a seat.
But I've also been cheated on.
I have too.
By multiple different people.
I get
However,
I get cheated on, and my ex, the girl who cheated on me with a chick.
Hey, that's one of my. Literally one of my exes left me for another one of my exes.
So can I point out how like I sat there when that happened? I sat there and was like, wow, I'm so terrible at relationships that my girlfriend turned gay.
You wanna know something fun? Real quick as I go before I get back. There was a girl that actually did date me for about 5 months, who told all of her friends that I was a test, and she kept thinking that I was cheating on her and never did. And this is where I kind of become an asshole. This was arguably the last main asshole thing that I did. After she accused me of cheating on her and hit me in the face twice with a literal frying pan.
Wow, all right.
Literal fucking frying pan. Luckily, it was one of those cheap ones, not like the...
Okay, so it wasn't like the really like good...
It wasn't a skillet that I was hitting the face with.
Christ.
It still hurt like a bitch.
Oh, I'm sure. Especially if she's swinging full force.
Apparently, it stemmed because her best friend had a crush on me, and so I may or may not have at that night got with her best friend after we broke up. Because, and to be fair, I didn't necessarily fully make it official that we broke up, but I said that we're done. After getting hit in the face with a frying pan twice. Like, first one I can come back from, but it was the second one.
So the first one you would have been fine. It's the first one, oh, I can deal with that, It's fine. It's fine. The second one, all right. That's it.
From my understanding, she still believes that I cheated on her, and she's just like, so I'm done with men. I'm just like, I made a woman stay lesbian. Cool. Anyway, I've been cheated on, and I will say, I will 100% say, one of those situations I'm not mad about. I am not mad about. like to see things from both sides. It's not easy to do when you're in a relationship at all.
Yeah.
But we hadn't talked in over a month. It wasn't long distance. She was at college and everything. We hadn't talked in over a month. It kind of was falling apart anyway. And then she told me right away. She literally told me that night. She was slightly drunk and everything. She's like, I'm sorry. And I'm just like, honestly, I mean, obviously we're done, but at the same time, she sort of almost forgot that we were together. So again, it's a long thing of, I don't believe anybody is 100% always this or always that.
Yeah.
Somebody,
I feel like people can make mistakes and then, learn from them.
yeah, somebody 100% could have been in their 20s racist.
Yeah.
And in their 50s, no longer racist.
That's the thing about cancel culture as well. That is a horrible, like, annoying shit.
I can get behind certain aspects of it. I can
certain aspects, but like pulling things from like 10 years ago, where obviously the person isn't like that.
When it's something that's pulled from 10 years ago and there hasn't been a change or there hasn't been an official like apology thing, the problem with social media is that exists. Yeah. What you did, what you said, it exists. So if you went out and 100% did blackface as a joke type thing, guess what? You're gonna have to answer that first at some point. Like,
oh, yeah.
that's gonna.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That Shane Dawson situation.
Oh my god.
That is.
Oh my god.
I don't keep up on like drama like super often, but Shane Dawson drama is just mwah. It's like, a perfect shitstorm.
I'm Shenron, I don't need you. That whole situation, there are certain times in cancel culture, I always try to take a back seat and try to look at everything that's happening.
See both sides before you make a choice.
So sort of like the Me Too and Believe Women movement, I am 100% a supporter of that. Yep. However, just like in everything, you can believe them without 100% saying this person did it.
Yeah.
But there are some situations like you basically everyone's innocent until proven guilty type stuff. But at the same time, that goes both ways, including the person that accused them. Believe them, let them be heard, let them come out, and don't attack them type shit.
Yeah.
But there are some people that have a history of doing things that when something comes out and they're called out for shit, where you're just like, you jump on board. And Shane Dawson is unfortunately one of those people that I'm just like, no, you're kind of an asshole. Like, I'm sorry. You are kind of an asshole.
I will say, recently, one of my favorite memes is comparing Shane Dawson, and it's a horrible picture of Shane. Have you seen it? It's like he's dressed in all black and his arms are like out and he just like has this like depressed ass motherfucking face. And it's like people comparing him to like other people, and it's hilarious because some of the memes are great. The thing is, the picture of Shane is so weird because his face is like so small. Like his body, like his body does not fit. Like he has the small ass head, and then his body is just just it's like Jesus Christ, man, what happens?
It's there are certain things in those situations that I'm just like, I get on board because I've seen a history, a trend of things. And that's I think where there's a difference when it's a trend of something. When it's a continued act, or it goes from being blatant to subtle type stuff. Like one of the people that I respect the most for how they handled it was, before it even became like a big thing, was how Jenna Marbles, I think. Yeah. Is her name? How she handled it. She canceled herself.
Oh, she fully left. Like
she's just like, I did this. I fucked up. There's no excuse for it. I'm stepping back. And I'm just
she basically like quit
YouTube,
and everyone's just like super shocked about it.
Yeah, and I super respect, because she said that she doesn't know when or if she's gonna come back. My suspicion is that she's gonna take a break and then come back in a while. It's very hard to just fully leave it Belle Delphine style.
Belle
Although
Delphine
she
doesn't
came
even
back,
need to come back. Belle Delphine is like set for life.
she came back and then she got set for life. Like, I mean, say what you want about her. Honestly, everything that I've seen in her post, like actual dialogue stuff, has been very open, honest, understanding, and all of this stuff. I'm just like, she tried to go to college. She had massive panic attacks. So she stopped, tried to do online stuff. She's trying to become an artist. Trying to, like, I'm just like, I actually respect the fuck out of you. You're weird, okay? 100%, you're fucking weird.
Honestly, I don't see the.
That's a solid promotion right there.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is. Like, I honestly now this is not like to go like against or anything. I don't see the appeal.
That's fair.
Personally, I don't like. It's not what I'm into, and it's not like saying like, oh, like cosplay and shit. It's like, no, I'm not saying that. It's just her herself is just not. I don't find her like super attractive.
Oh, that's fine.
That's that's my personal preference.
When I haven't seen enough of actual cosplay stuff. I don't know if she's still considered a cosplayer. But I haven't seen enough to go with whether or not I like her cosplays. Like, and okay, people might call me out for being perverted, and that's fucking fine. But I'm not gonna lie. Say what you want. Jessica Negri has one of the best cosplay equipment stuff that I've ever fucking seen.
Oh yeah.
There are some people that go so above and beyond, and then there's some that obviously I'm fine if you use your body to make a living, do anything like that. I'm
Ultimately, it's your choice. It's your body.
I mean, I use my brain to try to get money. And guess what? That's just as fine as using your body. Okay, because my asset is usually my brain. And not
my asset
body.
is my voice.
Your asset is nothing.
Okay.
But,
All right.
But there are some people that their asset is 100% their body. Like they put a ton of work, a ton of time in that, and go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Belle Delphine. Not my cup of tea.
No, yeah.
But unamazingly, like, just unfathomably great at promoting herself.
Oh, yeah.
Like, holy shit, a genius.
Oh yeah, she's
in
really
that
good
type
at it.
of stuff.
She is really good at it. I don't know. It's just not something I'm into.
Yeah.
And you know, that's personal preferences and all that.
Yeah.
The only thing I really know Belle Delphine for is the bathwater shit. That is legit like the like when I think of Belle Delphine, that's what comes to my head, and I'm just like, bathwater.
What was the line that she used for that? Hold on. Because she made a rap song.
What?
Yeah, that was her comeback video.
Oh my god.
She made a rap. You were thinking I died, bitch. Surprise! I still got them double thick thighs, French fries. Like...
What? All right. No. Okay. Look. Wait. No. We're not going back. What? Wait.
That's the lines.
Wait.
That's the lines.
I would.
I get down and gobble up with my booty up.
Wait.
Like, who actually regrets me? My mother.
Wait. Is Belle Delphine thick?
Some say she's slim thick is I think is one of the things.
But she doesn't look very thick. That's the thing. Like,
it's the ass, really. Honestly, I don't think that she is. But then again, my standards for thick booty is higher than others. I like that thick booty.
you want like 5 C's.
Listen here. I do squats on the daily, so everybody gets my nice thick booty.
I'm a scrawny motherfucker.
Yeah, you are.
I am scrawny.
Why do I say that? Like I've seen your body. I don't.
I mean, it's fairly easy to see. Also, you can see that damn farmer's tan I have on my arm. God damn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Yeah, so this is from working. I have a horrible farmer's tan.
Jesus, I
Yeah.
don't tan. I just
I need
burn.
well, I need to fix that. Like I need to like go to a tanning bed because I can't like have like sleeves rolled up during work. So I need to go like to like a tanning bed or something to fix out even it out.
But no, she is, in my opinion, not. She doesn't have that type, but because she is so petite, it stands out.
That's fair, you know.
Sort of like it's hard for me to say if you've ever seen Supernatural or anything.
No.
For me to say that Jared Padalecki is ripped, for anybody that knows him, when really he's just heavily toned.
Yeah.
But he like when I think ripped, I think like Jason Momoa, Chris Hemsworth, like ripped. But what the fuck are you doing, Shenron? Oh, Moose! What happened to my glowing one? What did you do to my ghoul? What did you do to my ghoul? Where's my ghoul? Ghoul, dude. Stop touching my ghoul.
I just hear in the background, where's my ghoul? Where's my ghoul? He's come back like it's nothing. What the fuck?
Listen, I found it. But no, like, so the bathwater thing was, there was a meme going around, basically gamer girl bathwater, and so she.
How much you want to bet that none of that was
Solid
actually fucking
timing.
bathwater?
I'm almost certain it wasn't.
Like, how much you want to bet that was just normal fucking tap water?
Probably.
Just filled up in a bottle and shipped off for like $100
Well, they
bucks.
tried to say that like people started to get sick from it, and she's just like, no one's even received it yet. I don't what. But no, she is so good at doing that type of stuff. But that's what made her famous. And then she said, if I get X amount of views or likes or something on something, that she'd create a Pornhub, which she did. But guess what? Just because you have a Pornhub doesn't mean that there's porn.
Doesn't she like post like these clickbait ass videos?
Yeah.
Or she did.
Like fully like takes PewDiePie all the way in or something like that, and then she eats a picture of PewDiePie.
Like, like Belle Delphine is like mastered shit posting.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. That is the whole thing.
And people hate it.
I respect the fuck
I do. It like the girl knows how to hustle and she's really good at like putting business in that shit. No,
I wish I had that type of talent.
The thing is, I wish I had the body for that kind of shit. But the thing is like with the bathwater stuff, making a thing about people getting fucking sick from it, that's a whole nother situation. Why the fuck are you drinking it?
Yeah, don't ask people those questions if you don't want the answer, man. Don't ask those questions if you don't want the answer.
Oh my god. Didn't she like try to come out with like gamer girl pee?
I don't think so. Okay, please.
Pretty sure that was a thing.
Please click each image containing an umbrella. Hold on. Let me hold on. How do I is it that print screen? Yeah, I think that should be it.
Jesus Christ.
Hopefully you weren't about to see anything bad. I don't know. That's just on my thing.
No, but that was just one of the weird things. But
back to your original question. No, I do not think that once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah, I like how that just went off into a huge tangent. No, so are you a big anime person?
I love anime. Okay, I want you to look at this picture I just fucking sent you.
All right, let me see this.
Find the one that contains an umbrella. Okay, fine.
What? They all have...
Every single picture is an umbrella. Every single fucking picture.
What the fuck? All right, that's all right.
And it was wrong. Which one of those was not? Whatever.
No, so recently I've been watching Sword Art Online.
Okay.
And not starting from like the very beginning because I've watched the first season like 5 times on like 5 separate occasions. and I don't know why. I just really like season 1. But
season 1's the best season.
But season 2, GGO is really good. I love GGO. Past that, going back to the Alfheim and the Sleeping Nights thing, that was kind of about. I didn't really give a shit about. Like, camera keeps on focusing. So I didn't really give a shit about that. But the movie, Ordinal Scale, is really fucking good.
I've not seen that.
It's really good. It's a really good movie. I watched it subbed, though the subs I had were horribly translated in some ways or way too distracting. And the only reason I do that, and when it comes to like something like Sword Art, I try to watch the sub because sometimes they'll cut scenes out that is not in the English one.
Yeah.
Which happened in season 3, which I've been watching season 3. It's really fucking good, and a new episode's coming out on the 11th, and I'm super excited about that. Alicization, or however the fuck you're supposed to say, is a really good season. It's really good. But the more I watch it, the more I get annoyed, and it's not like, and I say this before I even say this, it's not because like, oh, I want to date an anime girl, because no, I do not want that.
Waifu.
Yeah, but the relationship between Kirito and Asuna, I'm slightly jealous of, because it's just how fucking cute it is.
I mean, that's ideal relationship. Like, every single time I've seen relationship goals, I'm just like, so Kirito, Asuna? Like,
They are like the perfect couple, and I hate it. I hate it so much because their relationship is so fucking cute, and is one of the very few things that can genuinely make me smile.
I know how to destroy your entire feeling about that, though.
All right, let's hear it.
All you have to do is look at the mangas people have made
I don't want to do that.
with the tag NTR.
No, oh my god, I hate that tag. And that might just be me. I hate that tag so much. I cannot get into it. I cannot get into it. No, but like, so it's an interesting thing. So my ex, his voice fit Asuna really well. Like, me and her talked about fan dubbing scenes and shit, because my voice fits Kirito very well, because I have a voice similar to Bryce Pappenbrook, who is the English voice actor for Kirito. My ex had a voice that was similar to Jeremy Lee. Or is that who does it? No, it's not Jeremy Lee. Is it? God, who voices Asuna?
I don't know. I love their bloopers, though.
Oh no, the bloopers are great. Jeremy Lee.
Know,
Yeah, I was right.
Staring at your ass right now.
Jeremy Lee. I was right. So her voice is very similar to that. Ultimately, the relationship didn't work, but me and her are still friends, and we're planning on fan dubbing a scene at some point. But I love Sword Art. It's such a good show. As much as I like to give it shit, it's such a good show.
Yeah.
It is.
That was one, I made one AMV on that, but, that was one of the first ones that I showed my girlfriend, because she grew up hating anime. And I'm just like, okay, well, I need to this isn't gonna work if you don't like anime. And so that was one of the ones that I showed her, and we watched the first, is it 2 seasons until you get to Gun?
No, so well, okay, so technically 2 seasons, but because Sword Art Online Aincrad arc is like half of season 1, and then they go to ALO for like the second half, but it feels like 2 fucking seasons.
Okay. After that, it did get a bit harder to watch. Not that it was bad, it's just it was different.
I think a lot of the criticism
was hard to live up to that original stuff.
Oh yeah, I think the biggest criticism people had was what happened to Asuna, and how she was like this really strong character, and then she's like relegated to like the damsel in distress.
Yeah,
which I didn't really mind. You know, whatever. At the end, I didn't care. Because I still enjoyed it. I think a lot of people also had an issue with the incest angle between Suga and
listen
Kirito.
if you aren't okay with incest like that, then you just don't like anime. Because Japan gets real weird with some of the stuff.
Oh
that
yeah.
they
Oh
have.
no, they get really weird. They get really
like,
into it.
There's one of my favorite artists. He and mangakas. There's an actual like term for them, but people that draw manga. Yes, he also draws hentai. But he does these amazing shorter things that always end on like a cliffhanger and are always like start super happy and get really fucking dark. But at least half of them have to do with that One-san, Oni-chan like complex.
Yeah.
At least half of them have to deal with that complex.
Right.
And I'm okay with it, but there are times where it gets real weird, where it's definitely like a step bro, except there's no step involved. There's or there's one where for the first while he is a writer and he's working with an artist. He doesn't know who the artist is. Turns out to be his sister, who stays locked in her room all the time. He tries to get her to, you know, come out and talk to other people and all that shit. But then, like, there's obviously that weird tension. And then there's the scene of, well, she doesn't have his blood, though. And I'm just like, wait, are you seriously going to just go right through that and say, listen, they aren't blood related just because they grew up together? I'm just like, stop.
So when it comes to anime, what is like your go-to thing? Is it like shonen? Do you go for the romantic comedy?
Shonen is the thing that got me really into it. Dragon Ball Z, obviously. Except little known fact here that not many people know. The very first experience that I had with anime and manga was actually Oh My Goddess. Have you ever heard of that one?
No. What's that one?
That one is a fairly long series. It's like 38 novels, something like that. Where it's about this college kid who is sitting in his dorm room, and you know, he sees something on his TV and it's just like, hey, call something. And so he calls the number and he gets the wrong number. It turns out to be a 1-800 goddess helpline thing, and it's a literal goddess answering prayers and wishes, comes through the TV to grant him one wish, and his one wish, because he's just like, fuck it, this is bullshit anyway, I'm like having a hallucination, is that a goddess like her stays by his side at all times. And then it catapults into this I would normally say harem type, but it's very clearly, very, very, very clearly that the relationship is between the main and her.
Okay.
But it's a romantic comedy, and it was one of the main things that got me into it. So I will never mock somebody for loving romantic comedy.
I am someone. I have a weird distinction when it comes to anime. When it comes to like romantic comedy, I find the harem genre funny. Like, I enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
Because I love the hijinks of it all and just shit like that.
The reverse harem is funny too.
I have not
like,
seen I have not seen one with a reverse harem.
There are a few.
I know Orin High School is technically one. I think, is that technically one? The reverse harem anime.
What was it called? What was it called again?
Orin High School Host Club. Is that a reverse harem anime?
Is it reverse harem, or is it yaoi?
Yaoi?
One of those. Yeah.
No, because the main character is a girl.
Then yeah, reverse harem style.
All right, so I've never watched High School Host Club because it's not something for me. I like the random shit, but it just wasn't my kind of anime. The art style just a little for me. There was one that I watched that was really good. Hanagi is one I love. I Don't Have Many Friends, which is the subtitle of the anime.
I thought you were just talking about yourself.
See, every time I talk about it, everyone just assumes that I'm talking about myself. They're like, that's so sad. I'm like, no, that's the name of the anime. Oh no. So it's really good. It's about these high school kids that like create a club learning how to make friends, but they end up becoming friends and shit. And it's like a genuinely like good story. There was another one I watched, so I don't know the name of it, but I'm sure someone would know out there. It was, so this kid goes to his father's funeral, and while he's there, he hears a voice on the outside. It's a small little girl who is his sister, claiming that one day she will marry him. Years later, he goes to high school. He moves somewhere and goes to high school, and he finds out that his sister goes to that high school and is one of the girls that he meets and becomes very close friends with. So now he has to figure out which girl is his sister so he doesn't bone her. It's really good. It's actually a really good anime. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but that kind of catapulted me into this whole like enjoying the harem stuff, especially a show like High School DxD, which I still need to watch the newest season of. High School DxD is also one of my favorite animes, like of all time. But everyone's just like, oh well, you like it for the tits and stuff. It's like, no, but the plot is like genuinely good.
Yeah, plot.
Here's something I would like to ask. Can you watch censored anime? Can you
What do you mean?
So you know how
hentai?
No.
Like,
so
what are we talking about here?
So High School DxD has two versions of the anime, censored and uncensored.
Yeah.
Like, so when it's censored, you don't see like all the stuff. My question is, do you have a problem with watching censored anime?
I don't give a shit.
So like, cause like so let me explain the way High School DxD did it. And well, so High School DxD censored the anime by having a flying logo of the show blocking everything. And I sat there, I'm just like, and then when I'm trying to watch this, I'm like, that's more distracting than anything, you know?
Okay, let me just. Okay, to every single person out there that has ever watched, let's just say more adult anime, that's almost as good as that little tiny bar.
I know what you're talking about.
Tiny bar.
But like, here's the thing. My thought process is like, that's more distracting than the uncensored version, you know?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. The entire point is like, when you're watching it, you're trying to censor it, but that just draws more attention to it.
You know why they're doing that?
So people go watch the go uncensored.
Yeah, they want you to watch it uncensored.
The thing is, for me, it's not like it was just way too distracting. For me, it's like, it's not like I want to see it uncensored because I don't give a shit. But it was just so distracting for me. I'm just like, that kind of just, you're just pointing to it. Yeah. You're just bringing more focus to it that I don't care. I just want to watch the show. So I watched. So bottom line, I watched High School DxD uncensored, the entire show. I don't know. It's just like one of those shows where the way they censor things is very weird. Like I can get by.
I'm completely okay with uncensored, censored. I don't care
if the censorship is not too distracting,
as long as it's not the adult anime, in which case I care a great deal.
Like
I care a lot.
Like if the censorship is not too distracting, I don't give a shit. It doesn't bother me. But if it's like super distracting and it draws more attention to it, like the light, like the bright light that somehow just covers the right spot.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I can be like, all right, cool, whatever. I don't really care. Or the smoke covering everything.
Yeah.
Like
I like it when it's tastefully done in that situation where it's like actually part of it, like what they did with Naruto, or whenever it's like a steam bath thing and whatnot, where there isn't a version where it's not censored and it's like the steam is just right there, like it fits in with the actual image that you're seeing
Wasn't there-
instead of just random smoke. Just
That's just there and wasn't there in the first place. You're just like, where'd that come from?
yeah.
Uh,
But to answer your main question, I think, unfortunately, I have to say that I like shonens type stuff, and it's mainly because of the length of them.
oh yeah, Shonen generally gets the longest.
Because I'm a person, I love movies, I love Star Wars and whatnot, but if somebody gave me the option, you can watch any movie anytime for free, no problem, or any show for free anytime, I'm just like, I'm gonna go with a show. Because I like to see an extended story, I like to see plot holes filled, I like to see just more stuff happen. Sometimes it goes too far and takes too long. Inuyasha.
Yeah, fucking Inuyasha. Inuyasha. Oh my god, Inuyasha, you get plot the first episode, then it's 64 episodes of filler. And you get 1 episode of plot, and then it's 100 episodes of filler, and you're just like, all right.
It's there are times where I'm just like, listen here, you little shit.
I can't stand Inuyasha. I hate that anime with every fiber of my being.
Yeah, I have all of the manga. And for the longest time, I had stopped buying it because I liked the manga for a while, and then I stopped at I think like 52 or something.
When you buy the manga, where's the beach episode?
And I'm just like, okay, I can't handle this anymore. I'm just done. And then I found out there's only 2 more books. And I'm just like, are you fucking? I stopped. But no, like, honestly, and people can call me basic, whatever the fuck. I grew up with it. Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Bleach.
I never watched
that
Bleach.
type of stuff. Oh, Bleach is amazing.
I was always told that if I were to ever watch it, skip season 1.
I do not recommend that. Because that does have a lot of story to it. I'm somebody. Here's a question for you. Do you like reading mangas?
I have some. I need to finish them. So I have a couple of volumes of Twin Star Exorcist, which is really good. I have like 6 or 7 volumes of My Hero Academia. And then I have a single volume of Black Butler, which I'm not getting any more of.
Hey, if you ever want to borrow some, I literally have a room filled. But
just send me all your manga. Just send it all.
Then I'll have an empty room. But Bleach is one of those that I heavily prefer the manga because it doesn't have so much of the filler, and it's just the story aspect of it.
Right.
And like when I tell somebody that they should check it out, unfortunately, I can't say that I would recommend because I haven't watched it all. I can't say that I would recommend the anime. Like what I've seen is good, but I haven't watched it all. Right. So I don't know how, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z fillery it is. I don't know how censored it is. Like One Piece, where instead of smoking a cigarette, he's sucking on a sucker. It
still smokes. I don't even know how I don't know how that physically works, but all right.
Listen, man, he's sucking on it so hard. Listen, there's a reason the ladies love him.
What about the guy who is holding a gun, except in the recut he's not holding a gun.
Don't worry about that.
He's holding like this He's holding this like giant like club looking thing. It's like, all right, so you're just gonna beat him upside the head. All right, cool.
Don't worry about that. Don't ask questions. But no, there are some times where I'm just like, I prefer the manga to the anime, but there are some. But at the same time, I will say the best anime I've ever seen, is, let's see, A Silent Voice.
I've not seen that.
It was made back in 2016. It was done by the crew that had their office attacked. Where I think 50 people.
Yeah, right.
Or so. That like they do such amazing work, like phenomenal work. But when I watched that, I connected with it so much because like what we were talking about earlier, the thing of can somebody change? The whole thing is about that. He is an asshole at the start, and the whole thing is about him changing because and it shows it in the trailer, so it's not that I'm spoiling anything from the trailer. He bullied this deaf girl into basically leaving school to the point that he would rip out her hearing aid and it would bleed, but she just wanted him to be her friend.
I could not watch that. I would hate that. I would be like, nope.
Well, hold on. That was the first part of it, and then the rest of it is like him trying to, I don't want to say repent because that gets religious-y, but you know what I mean. Like, get forgiveness for that and change it. And
right.
It is a dark movie, but oh my god, it is fucking amazing.
I mean,
absolutely
it's something I could probably try to watch, but it's not something like I could like get myself to watch, especially because like when it's something that deals with shit like that and it gets a bit too personal for me, then it's like very hard for me to watch. Even like certain scenes I just have so much trouble watching. Like season 3 of Sword Art Online, they had a episode that was like very sexual assault. Like 2 girls almost got raped.
Yeah.
Which in the English version they cut out a lot of it.
Yeah. That's called anime.
Because I watched both versions to kind of just compare it. And spoilers if you have not seen season 3 of Sword Art Online. But so like these 2 girls try to help on their friends because one of the elite disciples that was a swordsman was doing inappropriate things, like getting inappropriate requests. They ultimately get tied up because these guys are bad guys. Who would have guessed it? Because they're assholes throughout the moment you see them. So who would have guessed that they were assholes? So they ultimately and the scene plays out like they do not give a fuck. But so in the Japanese version, one of the main guys tries to save him. He's told to stop because in this new world you have to do what the nobles say, and if you don't, you're breaking the code and your eye. And they have a thing with their eye and shit. It's really weird. So he has to sit there with hand on sword, unable to do anything while this is happening. And it's like, oh my god, it bothered me so much when I watched it. So it cuts back between him and the guys on the bed and stuff. But so you see what's happening and what's going on. In the English version, they cut out a good 2 minutes of them going back and forth and focus only on the main character of that scene.
Yeah.
So you can hear it in the background, and sometimes they'll cut to it, but
sort of like what happened with Goblin Slayer.
Yeah. So sometimes they'll cut to it, like occasionally, but it's not for super long. Until ultimately he does like stop them and shit, which I won't go into because it's a really good
spoilers.
It's a really good scene. Like at the end of it all, it's really good anime. But yeah, so and the Japanese actually had like, hey, just so you know, warning, this episode contains some sexual assault shit.
Yeah.
It's not for the faint of heart. So as someone who just does not enjoy that kind of stuff, I kind of skip through it. Like, yeah, I got the gist of it. Like I would, if there were subtitles, I would read them. But like, yeah, I got the gist of what was going on.
I gotcha. I am somebody who, was definitely like, it was very hard for me to stomach certain things like that. Especially since I think you were there when I told a couple of you like my past with that type of shit.
I think so.
But I don't want to say that I shut down to watch it, but I just have to keep in my mind this is not real. It's a thing. It's why when somebody says, for example, they have interests in certain tags on, let's call it the hub.
Yeah.
I don't assume that's what they actually like in real life necessarily.
Unless it does, unless they do, in which case, oof.
Yeah, there's a certain tag, specifically one certain tag that if they told me they like that tag, I will say that definitely stretches outside of that. That is legal. No. And then I call the cops. But
I then call the police to get them out.
But no, like it's a thing where you can escape in something and not necessarily connect with it, be okay with it, and that type of stuff. With a silent voice, it's one of the few animes that I would go out of my way to recommend that to every single person that exists. Because of its strong message, it's strong. I will also say, get help if somebody needs it because it's sort of dark.
Yeah.
But it's one of those shows, movies, whatever that, oh fuck, so good.
No, I get you. When it comes to like the anime I watch, like I said, I love the romantic comedy, the harem stuff. But I have like a judge on whether or not it's good. It is if it makes me cringe, and not like the cringe where it's like a bad cringe, but like where I'm uncomfortable with how so in Hanagi there was a moment where this girl who's like a love interest, they're at a carnival or whatever, and there's like a Power Rangers-esque thing going on, and they're like, someone like a kid come to the stage and perform with us. So this girl goes up. It's one of those like really like uncomfortable like thing where you kind of just like, no, stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like a bad uncomfortable where it's just like a horrible thing, like it's triggering. No, it's just like a no, don't like that. That's not fun.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love that kind of stuff that makes me cringe like that. I don't know why. I might just be a masochist under, you know.
Yeah.
I might just be really masochistic and just don't know it, but it's just like, I love anime like that, where it just makes me cringe like that.
My, I think favorite harem anime is probably Monster Musume.
I could not get into that.
I just love it because I've been a huge fan of just monster girls since I was younger, because I just found them interesting and unique. And you know, people called me weird, but you know, whatever.
I mean, you are weird, but you know.
Yeah. But I just absolutely love that. So when the person started to create that type of stuff, holy shit, I was in for the long haul. And it was just extremely, I also just heavily respect the fact that each of the voice actresses are solid singers.
Oh yeah.
So they have amazing voices. I mean, my fucking ringtone is from them, so you know.
My dream is to voice act in an anime.
An anime or
in an anime. I was actually voiced in a fan dub of a show that I absolutely love called Yamada and the Seven Witches.
Ooh.
Cool. However, the episodes were taken down because, you know, copyright.
Yeah.
Of course, if I can get the episodes from the person, I'd send them to you so you can check them out.
That's cool, man.
Because the group that was a part of it, I absolutely loved, and I actually voiced the title character, Yamada.
Nice.
So it was a lot of fun, and you can kind of tell that I got better as times were going on, because this was years ago when I started like the voice acting stuff, and so my acting wasn't super good, but it got better over time, and you could definitely tell that. It's a little choppy with some of the stuff, but it's still like a very fantastic show, and I absolutely love it. And it's a compliment when camera focus, when you're part of a fan dub and people on YouTube are telling, and then so we did the fan dub and then the official dub came out. So Funimation started dubbing it, or Crunchyroll, or whoever fuck dubbed it. And it was a huge compliment to find YouTube comments saying, I hope the next episode comes out because this is so much better than the official dub.
Nice.
So to be told, and not even just that my Yamada was better than the official dub Yamada, who is the voice of Gray in Fairy Tail. That is a huge fucking compliment.
Yeah.
To be told that my voice fit the character better than him.
That is cool.
So that is something I hold very close to my heart, because that kind of tells me that I'm not like a terrible voice actor and that I'm good at what I do.
And don't like the ego that you're getting.
All right.
I don't.
No, but just having all that happen, it was just a fantastic thing, and it definitely gave me like this big morale boost into it, and just made me very excited for it. But then it got taken down.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah,
it was so much fun. It was so much fun to work with, and I've made so many friends just by working on it.
Well, hey, as you know, I create games, obviously. But if I ever get to the point where I can actually hire people to come on and voice act, that, I mean, you already know you're one of the top.
Well, shit,
people,
that's actually
unless it's a girl. Then you're like second. To
be fair, if I were to work on your games, that's like shit I can actually put on a resume. So
yeah. And I mean, as some people in the chat probably know, I have been working on, because they're in our Discord thing, I have been working on Fallout Radio mod for quite a while. I have so many scripts and whatnot. I've already,
and that's where this idea came from.
Things. I've already narrated quite a few things. But I'm not a voice actor. I can fuck with my voice. I can play another character. As you know, like, I hate keeping my same voice for multiple characters in RP or anything like that. So even though I'm not good at it, I can change my voice. But I now that I have friends that actually,
wow, that's really sad. Now that I have friends
that with the friends too, and then followed up with that can voice act. But now that I have friends that can actually use their voice as well, that actually know a bit about acting and whatnot, it's not something that's ever gonna make us money, because you can't make money on that stuff.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I mean, like your games in general, we could.
Yeah, games could, but with the radio mod, like, you're gonna be the co-host. You're gonna be the I think you'll probably be more of the color commentary type co-host. So you just have the more random stuff. Because I've already created my guy. I've already got some voice things where he's alone, so he's like the guy with that. But
right.
But no, that's something that I would absolutely love to turn into a full series for other Fallout games, for Elder Scrolls games, for whatever the fuck. But games itself, I have full control over, and I could hire people, you know, if I ever make money. Yeah. And Bethesda can't cancel me because I'm not making their games.
They just come out with they don't even send a cease and desist. No, they cancel you on Twitter.
Yeah. Just like, but this is my game. It has nothing to do with you guys.
No, and like, they make a twit longer. No, they don't even make like official statement. They make a twit longer. Like every other like cancel culture bullshit where they come out with a twit longer about everything. No, they don't even make an official statement. They don't send you a cease and desist. No, they make a twit longer about you.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, no, like right now it's just RPG Maker stuff, and that's not easy to. I mean, it is easy to put in the voices, but it's just not as necessary.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm also getting into the visual novel maker. I'm going to
Visual novels. I feel like kind of need some visual novels need voice actors.
Some do. And I would like for the remake of the game that's currently coming out that I have planned eventually for visual novel maker one. That one I would like to be voiced.
I mean, I don't even need to be like compensated for it, just because like I would so be down to help you out with like just voice.
I would still 100% want to compensate though.
Well, I know that. What I'm saying is like I'm not gonna go like I need payment and shit.
Yeah, just like, hey, yeah, so this is my contract. I require a minimum of $5 per syllable.
Well, okay, so normal payment is $5 per word, I think. $5 per line or something.
Yeah, I'm going per syllable. So if I put in flabbergasted up in that bitch. Flabbergasted.
That's 4. That's 4 syllables.
You get $20.
$20 right there.
And if you're Dr. Cox from Scrubs, you add 10 syllables on that bitch right there. Gasted.
That's $50 right there. $50, please.
All of a sudden, I hear in the background of you like recording it, just like wife, whatever. Just, hey, we also need to pay for that one thing. Hey, adds a few more.
Just milk it for as much as you can. Well, other than anime, I've been watching a lot of wrestling.
Wrestling?
Not like current shit.
Older.
Yeah, I got the WWE Network, which allows me to go back and watch from the very beginning of Raw and then the very beginning of SmackDown. Yeah. And I've been doing it for about a year now.
Mm-hmm.
And I am currently at 2002. I'm currently in 2002 Raw and SmackDown.
Okay.
It has been a journey. So I don't like watch them all the way through because I don't have time to watch 2 hours of wrestling and see the bad shit. No, I can go and like skip through, and I mostly just watch the promos, and if there's a match I'm fairly interested in, I watch it. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I don't give a shit. But it is very fun to kind of watch and see how things progressed and how things changed, and hearing JR scream, "By God! By God!" is very entertaining.
Fuck, who did he throw through that? It was the Undertaker throwing
Mankind.
Mankind. Okay.
Mick Foley in his Mankind persona screaming, "By God! By God!" is God is my witness. That man is broken in half.
I still remember. I don't think you had it as much when you were growing up, but since I lived through the 90s and early 2000s era, as a young boy,
as a young lad,
as a young bustling boy.
Don't say bustling.
What is bustling? What? Hold on. Did I say something that? Hold on. Let me. A place of activity. Okay, wait. Active boy. That's fine. That's fine. But anyway.
It doesn't sound fine. Like the word bustling itself does not sound like a fine thing to say.
Hey, I didn't say a young buxom boy. Young bustling boy. I had to deal with people that thought, like kids my age, that thought that WWE was real. Not the fighting.
Jimmy, it's not real? What do you mean?
Because I could get behind, I know that likely the outcomes are fixed. I know that stuff.
The outcome is fixed.
They talk to each other, like when they say, "Hey, I'm gonna be doing this," like how the Undertaker does his not pile driver.
Tombstone pile driver.
He clasps them in his knees in a way that it's not going to hurt the guy.
Hell's Gate.
Yeah, and like that there are certain things that are 100%. They're like stunt actors is the best way to put it.
I will tell you right now, having gone through the training, god damn that shit hurts.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So pro wrestling is a sport of contact with no contact.
Yeah. It's painful.
Well, let me tell you, it's painful. So one of the most real moves in pro wrestling is called a knife edge chop. So what it is it is taking your hand, bringing it up, and chopping someone at the turnbuckle. And you've seen this on like my PDW show across the chest.
They're slapping you across the chest. That's still going to hurt.
Here's the thing. So you can't fake that.
No.
So what they're doing is they're cupping their hand, and this is to get like a loud sound.
Yeah.
They're cupping them full force across your chest.
Yeah.
When I took that the very first time, I am not kidding you. No, it didn't just hurt. My legs gave out.
It hurts.
Like the only thing that was keeping me up was that my hands were on the ropes.
But yeah, like I equate it so much to being a stunt double, where you have to take these falls, legitimate hits, like all of these things. And I'm just like, even as a kid, I knew that it was likely not real in terms of certain stuff, but I knew for a fact that there wasn't some little man in the fucking back area with a goddamn casket raising this man from the dead as some sort of undead beast.
You got a problem with Paul Bearer? What the fuck?
I knew that wasn't real. I knew the moment I saw.
Don't be hating Paul Bearer.
The moment I saw. The thing that just went through my head was oh my god, how do I blank on his name? He runs everything.
Vince?
Vince McMahon. Like, I know he walking out like that is fake, but
his power walk? You mean his power walk? No, I like to think that he walks down the street like that with his theme song playing in the background, just going, no chance. That's what you got. And he's just like, just walking with that damn power walk. No, that is
dick swinging energy right there.
Vince McMahon has the biggest of dick energies.
Oh my god.
When a man writes a backstage segment where he will say the N-word to John Cena and not get in trouble for it, even in 2020, that is big dick energy.
It is, but at the same time, he should have gotten in trouble for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, he probably should have. Do you know what the story of that is?
I don't know if I want to know.
Well, yeah, Booker T was there. So Booker T, who was in WCW a while back, during a pay-per-view, was doing a promo on Hulk Hogan, and he says the N-word. The thing is, and you could see it after the promo, he had like this look of like, oh fuck, what'd I just do? Oh shit, because he thought he was gonna get fired.
Yeah.
So this entire thing was after Vince said it, and he walks off. You see Booker T just go, did you just hear what he just said? Did he just say that? So it's like at the end of it, it was all because it was like a callback to that, I believe. And I found it hilarious. Vince is the only person that can say the N-word on TV and not, face any backlash for it.
Well, that's because nobody really. I'm just gonna be blatantly honest. Nobody expects much better from him with his past.
No, no. Vince McMahon is a. Did you hear the story about him tearing both quads?
Yes.
Did you hear the story of what he did after tearing both quads?
No.
So to set the stage up for anyone who doesn't watch wrestling and stuff. So I cannot remember. I think it was the 2006 Royal Rumble. No, I don't know what Royal Rumble it was. But John Cena and Batista were in the Royal Rumble. Batista was supposed to win it. He was supposed to win the Royal Rumble. However, John Cena and Batista throw each other over the top rope, and miraculously, both feet of each man hit the floor at the exact same time. It was so pinpoint perfect. There was no way that was meant to happen. There you could not even script that kind of shit. So Vince McMahon, full of rage, power walks his way, his dick slung over his shoulder, going to that ring, slides in, attempts to stand up, and he has to sit down. His legs wobble when he sits down. Tore both of his fucking quads getting in the ring.
Oh my god.
Both quads torn. Barking orders at the people. So the match was restarted, blah, 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 blah. So I found this out from an interview with Edge. So what happened was Edge told the story, and he said he was told that everyone in the back was told to go into their locker rooms and to not come out. And Vince walked his way with 2 torn quads, walked his way to his limo and got drove to the hospital by himself.
I mean, that's what you do.
Vince McMahon is a beast among men. He is insane.
But
I could never work for him.
when I was a kid, though, I had to deal with people that legitimately thought that shit was. So I had someone 100% coming up to me every single day talking about the latest, WWE situation thing, WWF at the time, I believe.
Right.
And I'm just like, that's not real. Like, there isn't somebody that was raised by wolves. That shit doesn't happen. The fuck is wrong with you?
And you find out, and you come to find out that he actually was, and he just insulted his family. It's like, dude, it's my
go to his
family.
house, it literally turns into the gray.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson just, oh fuck.
Literally, and he just sits there, just like, how could you say that, man? What the fuck?
Now they have to eat you. What the fuck, man?
Look.
Oh.
Oh, it's great.
But no, what was there anything else that we were gonna be talking about?
I mean, a lot of this is just basically just talk about whatever.
I know, but I thought we had something to talk about, specific, that we were going to talk about.
I didn't have anything other than just talking about just random shit.
Okay.
I didn't have anything.
I know one
pinpoint.
of them was random shit.
I didn't have anything super pinpoint that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
No, but yeah, you were saying about knowing it's fake and shit.
No, it was basically just I had to grow up with people that legitimately thought that it was real stuff.
Now I thought it was real because as a kid,
yeah,
that kind of shit is but it's really cool. And
also, when you were a kid, they did dull down the stories a little bit.
Oh yeah,
the stories in the 90s were just
oh yeah, you couldn't believe that kind of. In any world in wrestling where the gobbledygooker is a thing,
yeah,
is at that point you're just all right, they're taking the piss at this point. What the fuck? No, but that yeah, I just love wrestling. It's probably one of my things I'm always gonna be a consistent fan about. My dream, if with voice acting and stuff, if I could, I want to be an official commentator for a wrestling show, and not my show where I make the shit, but an actual wrestling show. I think that'd be so cool. To be a commentator, especially because I think I could do someone who could do it really well.
By God.
Yeah, I am basically the JR of PDW. It's great.
I will say you do a damn good job with that.
I try to.
You do. It's not a hit against any of the other commentators, but by far you make it more lively. than anybody else.
I try to.
Because I understand it's a game. It gets a little slow sometimes, so it's hard to constantly talk about things. But you do a damn good job with what you got.
If there isn't much going on, I try to push story. I'm fairly better at play-by-play because I know the moves and stuff, so I'm fairly good at calling out the move and being like selling that shit. But there are people who are much better. Like recently, because tomorrow is PDW day, we had the pay-per-view Super Showdown, which is like the biggest pay-per-view in PDW. It was a really good show. Like, honestly, throughout the entire thing, it was a really good fucking show.
You know what? There is something that I do want to discuss before we end it.
Yeah, what?
I don't want to get into too much specifics on things, but having seen other podcasts that have talked smack about some of the people within, I feel that it is okay for us to not talk smack back, but just give a little bit of reason for a change that some viewers may notice. We no longer hang out with certain people necessarily. We no longer stream a certain
server.
Yeah, server.
Well, I mean, I didn't stream it super often anyway.
Yeah.
I don't play on it, but like there are reasons for that.
It's a situation where personally I don't hold any grudges.
No.
I don't feel any disdain towards it, but we used to play GTA RP on a certain server that was dead before we got there.
You mean dead before?
It was dead before we got there.
It's fairly dead now.
I wouldn't say fairly dead. TFRP pub was dead.
Well, okay, let me explain. As in dead, as in not much is happening.
Oh, in terms of RP, not so much.
Yeah.
But I don't wish any of them ill will or anything like that. There was.
Well, I don't have many. I don't have much respect for the people.
There are two specific people I have tons of respect for.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah. They're like
Savage.
Those two are fantastic people.
Massive respect.
Big dick energy.
But we used to, for those listeners not aware, we literally met. So I'm just gonna use this as a way to bring up how we met. I was getting back into RP. I had done it since back in 2017.
And this was around the time I started.
And I saw a couple people playing in TFRP pub, and I went over and I hit follow, and it said hello there.
Yeah, my follow alert. So if anyone doesn't know, my follow alert is Obi-Wan Kenobi saying hello there. And
automatically, he's my friend. So when I rejoined TFRP pub, him and I hung out a lot. And there were people in there that
we had a very nice way of like of figuring each other out, like in real life through RP, by just being like, so what do you think of Cheetos?
Yeah.
So we had like little code names and stuff, so we weren't breaking character.
Yeah.
But we were also breaking character.
Yeah. And other people in there that we met became our friends, and so when TFRP pub shut down, a lot of people were looking for a new place to go to, and I had heard from one of my friends about Carp, which used to be Magicality, that I was a part of a while back. Right. Not a big part, but I would occasionally pop in. So I decided, you know what, there's literally nobody on. We go in, there's like 20 of us. We go in, we can create a community. That happened.
Right.
And then lots of drama. Never involved us.
Yeah. Until it did.
But there were issues that constantly were brought up over how things were going, and it eventually boiled over when I was gone dealing with in real life actual shit.
You weren't even there for it to happen. Like,
I wasn't there. Like, I popped in and saw what was unfolding.
and I take
and
part,
was
and
just like,
I take part blame for that, for like it happening.
I
But-
want to say that, like, you rolled something down the hill, and instead of trying to stop it, the staff just started to, like, fucking beat it down the hill faster.
So here's the thing. Yeah, so I started the snowball, but then they made a bigger snowball because they didn't like the fact that we made a snowball. So they wanted to make a bigger
he had
snowball.
a tiny bit of snow that he was like rolling down a little bit, and they just brought in a fucking snowblower and created a giant snow mountain.
Yeah, yeah. It was so like, because like it like when it started, I was being fairly respectful. You know, I tried to be as respectful as I could. Now, did one thing I say be a little too forward, which was, how about moderators don't say anything and let us put out our woes? I think so. To explain that, I have ADHD, and I have fairly bad ADHD when it comes to conversations, where if I'm having a discussion with someone, I need to get out my entire thought without them ever like I did this with my ex when we were having a discussion or a bit of an argument. I needed her never, like, not to respond to anything I said until I was done, until I got all my thoughts out. Then she could respond, because if she responded in between, then I would lose my train of thought and it would fuck me up. And I would get and I would get annoyed. Like, I wouldn't get genuinely like pissed off, but I would get mad because it was just like, I'm trying to get my thoughts out. Which I had the same thought process in that, but like, and then they're like, oh, well, you know, how about you make a ticket? It's like, fuck that. No.
Considering we actually knew from staff that were friends that actually cared, that they didn't read those things.
Yeah. So
they read them, they just didn't care.
Yeah. So it was a situation. Now I did start it. I will say I take full blame for starting it.
But you didn't start what happened.
No.
You started some of it, and then what I saw, and I was already iffy.
Viva la revolution.
Already iffy. With how, with how they treated somebody that was a major player in keeping us all there.
Yeah.
And the way that they treated her was just unimaginably terrible.
Yeah.
And so I already lost a lot of respect. And then I was reached out privately. I had taken a break from RP for my own private reasons. And when I was getting back, I was then tasked with creating the DOJ and a few other things. And then I was told that my work doesn't matter by more than 2 staff members.
It became too much to play to win in the end, and it bothered me too much. And here's the thing. One of the biggest arguments was that, oh, the code is being worked on, the framework and all that. However, my issues with the server itself had nothing to do with the code, had nothing to do with the framework, had to do with the people in charge.
Yeah.
It had to do with what the people were doing and the fact that there was obvious favoritism.
It was a situation where what we saw was they said, this thing is changing. This is a law. This is what's going to happen. And then what ended up happening was something completely different.
And then me bringing up the law in the discussion and being told, well, then we'll just get rid of it.
By staff.
Or me bringing up the law and them saying, so you just don't want RP on your shop. So because in the server, I owned a taco shop because I was a member of a gang of Vagos. And I owned a taco shop, but I was also one of the biggest criminals in that server. I was the one that, if you wanted to do something illegal, I was the person you would go to. That was the shit I was good at. Because that's the kind of RP I love doing. And they didn't give a shit. They didn't want that. They wanted me to be a good little lad and stand around at my shop and do nothing.
Yeah.
So
it was a situation where it became play to win,
abuse of power,
police. It became standing around reaction RP, and other stuff, and we were trying to change it. We were trying to move it along. And I have no problem with people that want to RP like that, but when it's such a small server, it cripples it.
Whenever someone would come to the server, and you could notice this, if someone new came to the server, within a day they were gone.
Yeah.
Because they didn't like what they were seeing.
And the problem that I had mainly was the fact that as a staff member, I could see some of the stuff that they were talking about, what they were doing. And it became if they didn't like a certain person that made a ticket, they would automatically assume that the person that made the ticket is wrong.
Yeah.
That happened twice that I saw out of the 5 tickets that I read.
It was a very bad situation, and it's very like
and I personally saw somebody that was in our Discord take information from a rant channel that is designed for people to vent frustration and anger in the heat of a moment, and not do something stupid in the server. That's the whole point of it.
Which ultimately it did end up being stupid. But I argue, if I wasn't the one to start the snowball, someone else was going to.
Oh, no, it was going to happen.
It was going to happen if it was me, or it would have been someone else down the line. It was going to happen at some point, regardless.
And what ended up happening was somebody that was a friend of mine that I had trusted broke that trust, took screenshots, manipulated them, sent them to the server owner, and falsified a bunch of shit.
And they are no longer in the server.
I know that for a fact because the person that did it was confirmed by 5 other people that saw it happen, and the information that she tried to spread to the server owner came back odd, saying that she called him names, saying that she was personally attacking him and some of his work, saying that he was a bad programmer. That stuff is not true. Never said. Never happened. We
have the original conversations.
Yes, I have the original conversations. I know who it is that did that. I don't want to spread more drama, but I'm making it clear as to why some of us, including Carson and I, are not likely ever to go back in there again. Because
and this isn't like a thing of saying like don't go to that server.
Yeah,
we're talking about our situation and why we aren't going back.
Yeah, the people in charge fucked us over specifically,
and
they don't treat others badly.
We are on a personal shit list.
Yes, they are solid. They work hard. They do a lot of stuff. It honestly is one of the, I want to say, more hardworking servers that I've seen.
However, to give you a little advice, if you're gonna go to that server, don't be a criminal. Yeah, don't be a criminal because they don't give a fuck about criminals.
Don't be a hard criminal
because they're not gonna give a shit. They don't give you anything.
It became a very iffy situation, a very problematic situation when they did actually change some of the stuff that was complained about by criminals. It became very clear that they wanted to help out the PD and the civs more than the criminals. Not that they weren't doing stuff for the criminals, but the stuff that they were doing for the criminals was not asked for by the criminals. Criminals asked for changes of XYZ. They gave ABC.
They gave band-aid. They give bandages of like small little band-aids on a huge crack.
And would say that change was implemented and it's enough, even though they said previously in meetings and in conversations, it'll be like the bank thing. Used to be 20 to 50K, I think you got.
Yeah. They
said that they were going to make it like a 50K minimum, up to 100, 150K, something like that.
120K, 60K to 120K. However, it was still broken when I was doing shit.
Yeah.
It was still broken, and I had to bring it up to them and be like, hey, this still isn't fixed.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's fixed now.
We still are not getting the money that you said. And I'm a programmer. I'm a fucking programmer. I don't care if you have to scan through a bunch of shit, okay? I can scan through thousands of lines of code and spot. If I know the current variables that are in there, I can search for those variables in the thousands of lines of code to find out the exact part where it gives, because all it is, all at least it should be, unless you really fucked it up, is just a variable.
I mean,
It's
the
a
jewelry store is
variable.
the jewelry store was technically a bank.
Yeah.
Where if you walked up to the register, it was like, and you press E on it, it's like, hey, so you got to deposit money. It's like, this is a jewelry store. I should not be able to deposit money here.
Yeah. It became a situation where I could tell privately that they were not trying to help.
No.
Certain people. And it's not to say that they weren't actively helping. It's just they weren't helping in the ways that was being requested, including in terms of RP.
And
when it came to RP, people would, and I'm okay with scripting things every now and again.
But all of it was scripted.
But there was a decent amount, at least once a week, something was scripted. Something was heavily conversed about OOC, about things, and they would actively get angry at you, OOC, if you ruined that on accident.
And we know someone who would do that constantly.
Yeah, and it became a situation where people I thought were my friends sided with the people that broke trust. And so Carson does not feel that he's welcome because you may have started it, but at the same time, I don't think... They may see it as you turned it into a big thing. As somebody that was seeing it from the outside, no. You basically came in and said, hey, guys, this is a problem. And they responded with, the fuck you say to me, you little shit? Like, they responded hardcore ninja style.
Oh, yeah.
And again, I was seeing this through the eyes of somebody that just was dealing with.
Now,
like,
was I completely in the right?
OOC.
No. I was not completely in the right. But I also wasn't in the wrong.
But their staff, they're supposed to be looked up to. They're
Oh
supposed
yeah.
to
Oh
keep
no.
control
Let me
of it.
tell you. No, let me tell you. I definitely wasn't the worst. I would say I was about 20% wrong with what I did.
Yeah.
I was 20% wrong. However, but like I said, if I hadn't been the one to do it, someone else is going to.
Yeah. But I will say again, I hold no grudges against the people there. I don't respect a lot of people on the staff. I don't trust a lot of people on the staff.
And the decisions they've made recently are things that I do not agree with.
And I know for a fact that they blame me for it because they think that my Discord, which I created as a group
Our
of
Discords.
I'm talking from their point of view.
No. Let me point that out. That was something I found really annoying. So they call it Jason's Discord. However, we both created it.
Yeah.
We co-own it.
Yeah.
And it made me very annoyed. I'm like, I put as much work into this Discord as he has.
Yeah.
Those assholes.
But they blamed it on me because it came from there. Because a lot of the people that spoke up in that day came from there. It also did not help that it happened at the same exact time that 3 people on staff left. it coincided with people
I also
leaving.
well, to be fair, it was either a horrible coincidence, like it was a horribly planned coincidence, or it was the perfect coincidence.
Yeah. It became a situation where when I was looking at it again from the eyes of somebody dealing with actual stuff, I'm just like, this is childish.
It was the perfect shitstorm.
Shit.
It was the perfect shitstorm because it was immediately like 3 people left, and then immediately I came in like, all right, motherfuckers. I slammed my dick on the table, and they didn't appreciate it.
And I will say, I can't say 100% I'll never go back. I can't.
I will probably go back once, only once.
But I am 100% focused on when I do go into RP, just having fun. Just fucking around.
Now, I can see Leo getting into small stories, but nothing like super major.
He will never be an integral story.
Like I can see him getting into stuff, especially with like the Cinnamon Empire. Like I can see him being a part of a story, but not the main character of a story.
Yeah. He'll exist, as will my other characters. They may be part of a little story here and there. They may be part of a massive story over time, but I'm never going to go back in and have every single day be RP. That's just not going to be something that I do anymore. I'll still RP, I'll still stream it, but probably not much there.
No, yeah. So ultimately it was just a situation, but yeah, no. I walked in, 3 staff left. I walked in, slammed my dick on the table, and they didn't like what they had to see.
Yeah.
No, you know, they didn't like the size, and so, you know,
lack thereof.
Wait, are we talking about you?
Listen, we don't talk about that.
Well, I mean, I feel like we should, man.
No,
you know, that
no,
half inch.
No. Hey, man, it's up to 3/4, man. I've been taking medicine.
It's bigger than you last time.
But no, so that's just to give. That's not even necessarily part of like the big podcast. Just for those that are around, just to give a little clarity on that.
It just makes it easier just to show like.
And the fact that the only other information that a lot of people have
are biased information
is from the side that sees it completely different.
Yeah, the close-knit friends.
Yeah, I will say there are 2 sides of every single story, but one side does not have spilling secret information. The other side has that and manipulating. Like
one side is someone who handled it as professionally as they possibly could, and the other side acted like children.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna name any names. I'm serious. I'm not gonna name any names, but there is like a close-knit group of people in that server where there was definitely it was more of a situation of me against them.
Yeah, there would constantly be OOC conversations about our Discord and about the fact that people would
talk shit about the server,
rant, and when he says talk shit, he doesn't mean like, oh, I hate this server. No. It's this is a problem. I want this to be fixed. I don't know how
I can
to
pull
fix
up
it.
several
I've tried
rants
to fix it.
Like you and I could pull up several of my rants where I complained about shit that was going on in the server, like fail RP or things I didn't agree with, like if like a full SWAT team surrounding my store not leaving.
Yeah.
Like that's
an excuse on that. Jesus.
Oh my god. And then them being like not even surrounded, only me in front of them, one of my employees in the shop, and then 2 of them driving off to go to the bank, and then being like, we're surrounded, could we get some backup? All right, cool.
Which, by the way, is where the second time of being told that my DOJ work doesn't matter came in, because when somebody reached out to ask about the DOJ, to ask about search warrants and everything, I told them the general idea of what's going to happen, which is you have to make a request, you have to put it into the judge's section, the judges look it over, they get back to you within 24 hours. And they're just like, well, if we need it right away, though, we just won't listen to that. And I'm just like, that's not how that works.
That is not, like in real life, that's not how a search warrant works.
Yeah. If you need an emergency search warrant, you can put in, and so I would say maybe you could tag somebody like at one of the judges if you think, oh, they're about to move their shit type thing.
That's when a raid comes in. That's when a search warrant raid comes in.
Yeah.
And that's where it's like, all right, the judge will be like, okay, do it.
Yeah.
In RP, so let me be straight, we didn't have the DOJ was not implemented yet. So there was no such thing as
fucking working on it.
So there was no such thing as a search warrant yet.
Yeah.
However, in character, that is, implied to be in that city. Yep. So my character's like, all right, you want to get the ID of my employees, which it was on my property. So I had every right to decline the cops of IDing my employees.
Yep. Because
they were my employees, I had every right to decline, And they
had no just cause.
No, so let me set the stage. So I robbed a bank with 2 people in that server. I need to say that in the server.
Yeah.
Or else I'm going to be on some kind of list. I already am on a list, but a list I don't want to be a part of. and we used one
Pulls a large sexual device out of his pants.
motherfucker. So it was a situation of we robbed the bank with one of their cars, one of their personal cars, and we had an alibi for it. We had a full alibi, but they swarmed the shop because somehow they knew that he worked there. Don't know how, but you know,
Well,
I can
know how.
I know how.
It
but
was definite little meta right there.
it was meta. It was definitely a little meta,
Or
especially.
not necessarily
well,
meta,
not-
but using information from people that you shouldn't.
Well, I mean, when you,
Yeah,
I mean,
like-
when someone that works at a garage is an informant for the police, apparently, whenever they see
Yeah.
something, and then they message every cop and tell them about it.
Yeah.
So so that was all they had. That it was his car, but no proof that we were a part of it. Now, it was a situation of, I was like, all right, you want information? All right, get a search warrant. Now there is only one real way you could have done this. There's only one real way. If there's not a real search warrant, be like, okay, get in your car and drive away. Come back 10, 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Come back and say you have it.
Yep. You can get expedited search warrants.
Now, at that point, like, and especially because they haven't been introduced yet, if you had RP'd going, leaving for a little bit, and coming back saying, like, all right, we have a search warrant, I would have been, all right, cool. You know? I'm someone who loves RP. If you give me RP, I'm going to give it back. You know?
But not play to win RP.
Oh, no. I will cut you down, like, immediately. I will go, no. And that's exactly what I did. Like, what they tried to do, it's like, where exactly what he did was, like, got on his radio, was like, so I need a search warrant for this place. And I'm just like, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
That's not a search warrant. That's bullshit. Like, what are you doing? So ultimately, they didn't get their search warrant. And when told about the loitering law, which in a community meeting was put into the server, as an official law.
Actually, it was a law about 2 months before that.
Oh, a law 2 months before that.
Yeah. It was just the meeting was when they said, this is a law. People need to
a law
follow it.
2 months before that, and now putting more emphasis on it, tells me straight up that is not a law. Bullshit.
Mhm.
Talk
Yep.
about I see bullshit, because that is not how that works. You do not use laws at your own convenience. And they said, oh, officers are allowed to lie if it was a hostage situation. Guess what? It was not a fucking hostage situation. It was on my shop.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, basically, long story short, just it became a very unwelcoming place for some of us.
And not to mention for the rest of the day they were staking out my shop.
Staking out, I'm okay with.
Well, that's fine, but like they had, but like if they had an actual reason,
Yeah.
other than me saying no, you're not gonna get what you want.
But it became a very, very tough place to go into, and it became. I hold no grudge or anything. I sent over all the work that I did. I will admit to deleting things that I had worked on out of anger and frustration.
You had every right to.
But I sent over the initial stuff. They have the groundwork for things. See if anything happens. I wish them the best. But we are not likely to be there much.
And if we are, it's probably going to be there for like a very short period of time.
Yeah, it would not be for like full days or anything like that.
No.
But yeah, that's that situation.
Yeah.
We're getting back to just random weird shit.
Well, to be fair,
Okay,
so we're
somebody
gonna
still has fireworks. Oh my fucking god.
It's the 8th.
Yeah. No, literally we had, so in Aurora, Illinois, we had spoiler alert, where I live. We have had our police and mayor basically plea to citizens to stop setting off fireworks over the entire month of June.
Oh my god.
Because they were getting so many, and I understand why with the whole Rona situation. Understandably, things have been shut down. And so we canceled our big 4th of July thing. But apparently everybody's just like, okay, then I'm just going to set off fireworks every day throughout the entire day for the entire month of June. And then in the middle of the night, I'll do it. And I'm just like, do you have any idea how many, like the mayor said it, but I already was thinking it a little bit. Just, there are people with PTSD that don't need to hear random explosions in the middle of the
Also, how can you
night?
afford so much fireworks?
Oh my god.
How do you afford
I
that
don't-
many fireworks? Like, that's insane.
Well, it was all over. It was coming from all over. I'd hear it like across one street. I'd hear it near a train tracks. I'd hear it in the backyard area. I'd hear it across the street, north, east, south, west, motherfucking everywhere. Fucking God was setting them off. It was insane. Just absolutely insane. And apparently we ain't done. But yeah. Yeah, so that's fun.
Yeah.
Fun shit.
I mean, I'm one of the people that believe that America didn't deserve to celebrate its independence this year.
No. I mean, because we became way too independent.
Our parents were just like, all right, it's your first year on your first year on your own. 2020, have fun.
Really?
And then
100%, it's your first year on your own. We ain't gonna help you with shit.
and then suddenly everything went wrong.
Listen, mommy, daddy, why do the neighbors keep saying that we should prepare for something? Oh, we did. How? We prayed. Fuck you.
Oh my god, I love Karen videos. Karen videos have become my new guilty pleasure.
Oh my god.
Especially with a recent one where she's like, where this woman is like tearing masks off like a shelf.
Oh my
in
god.
Target.
The Kanan conspiracy.
Have you seen that video?
I just saw it, Jack.
Have you...
We pray. Fuck you.
We believe in God. Go fuck yourself. No, but have you seen that video where this lady
Yes.
just tears down masks in Target?
I'm done with this.
It's
I'm
just
done
like-
with this shit. I'm done with that. I'm done with this. I'm done with that. I have a Rolex. Okay, I'm mic'd up right now.
Oh
Okay?
my
The
god.
cops go there. I talked to President Trump. I'm literally talking to him right and call him up. Yeah,
I am the White House.
There's yes, the protests, the marches, they very good to get rid of the terrible systemic bullshit that's been going on for decades, centuries. Even little known fact, police actually formed from mercenaries that were sent out to capture slaves. So even yeah. Truth. But
Look, you learned something. Don't say you didn't learn anything watching this.
There are some cops though, like the majority of the cops, that honestly I can't help but just respect with how they handle that type of insanity.
Oh yeah.
Because he's just like, do you have his number? Yes. Do you not? No. like just the blatant no. It's the president of the United States. You fucking kidding me? I don't have his goddamn number. Oh, she just like, I work for this, that. You're liberal. Okay. I'm a what? Like, oh my god, that was just insane.
It's an interesting situation where it just hurts.
I'm not sure if you saw recently, because there's the Karen videos and then there's the racist Karen videos.
I have not watched recent racist Karen.
There was a new one where a woman was following a black man down the street. She was walking her dog and whatnot. She kept saying, "Get out of here," and there were two girls following behind her, recording her. And they're just like, why don't you just let this man walk? And she's just like, he took a picture of a house. And he's just like, I was just taking a picture. Like, which I've done before for a school project. There's reasons you take a picture of a house. I've done it. I know multiple of my friends have done it. But anyway.
You thought it was like a nice house. And you're just like.
Yeah. Like, hey, I wanted to show this. Like, this is the type of neighborhood that we could live in. Because, you know, I've done that to show my girlfriend. Although now we just use realtor.com type shit. But sometimes we'll drive around a neighborhood and I'm just like, I want to live in this neighborhood. Yeah. Like, this is the house that's there. I want that fucking house. Anyway,
I'm gonna break into the house. I'm gonna steal the house. That's how it worked. What
Carmen San Diego, that house.
Yeah. You walk in. You're like, you walk in.
They ended up like recording her, and then she turns around, sees the camera, and there was the picture of just her realizing she's on camera right now. And then she's like, so I guess you're okay with this? Yeah, he's just walking, like let him do his business. And then she sees that they're recording and everything, and she's just like, come here. Like she was just gonna bribe them or just secretly stab them just right there. Just like, this will never see the light of day.
I honestly, because she knows she was in the wrong, one of my favorite ideas is just being like, I like that house. I want that house. The next night you break into the house and you like, all right, you're gonna give me the deed. You're gonna give me the deed, and it's gonna be my house now.
That's not how that we need lawyers.
I have a gun here.
But lawyers.
I will shoot you.
I can't. But lawyers, they need to be here.
I will kill you and take the house for myself.
But lawyers,
get out of my house.
But I haven't given you anything.
Get out of my house. Can I at least like unpack? Get out of my house.
But my kids.
No, they're my kids now. They're mine.
my husband.
That's mine now too.
My wife.
All of it's mine. All of it is
mine. My grandpa.
It's my grandpa now. I'm just gonna take your life. Like that, you're now me, and so now you leave. Get out of my house.
As soon as he leaves, turns around, sees grandpa. Hello, new son.
Hey, you want this house back? Want this house back?
I like the idea that Leo's like creeping behind a couch and just like suddenly stands up. They turn around.
And not just Leo, like no. And he has like the fucking Cthulhu mask on.
Oh my god.
You know what makes me really sad is now that you're Leo, if they ever put in like the pet actual Leo, that he no longer can do the cinnamon face.
Yeah.
Which sounds awful.
Yeah, it does sound awful. It's the fact that the pedestrian models can't wear masks, and I'm just like, he has cinnamon and lube, so he just puts cinnamon and lube on his face to try to disguise himself. It's just what he would do.
It's not.
As soon as I said cinnamon face, I'm like, I don't like the sound of that. Wait, hold on.
It's weird because like, God, because like, I think you and me like legitimately were just like, that sounds a lot worse than blackface.
It does.
Because like, I don't know what about it sounds worse.
Because you're like making it sound tasty. Yep.
No, it's not, I don't even know if it's that. I just think it's the word cinnamon face, where it's just like,
Oh yes, there was one of a Karen judging someone doing their daily exercise. I'm just reading what Silent said. Yeah. There was a lady like on steps that we've all seen. There's multiple steps. There's easily the grass and whatnot, but when you're working out, you need to do that, feet up type thing, going back and forth. And oh my god, the lady that just like stormed past her and like almost shoved her down, and then she's like, Jesus Christ, that's all she says. And the lady just, excuse me, you don't fucking tell me that, and goes on this long rant that turns extremely racist and saying like go back to whatever Asian country you're from type bullshit. And I'm
God
just
damn.
like, excuse me? What
I
the fuck?
I really want to make a Karen character.
You mean like what Milton accidentally did?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just the fact that
That is my favorite.
broke
Okay.
and accidentally that's what happened?
Do you remember? So there was. So do you know the cop Columbo on No Pixel?
Yes.
Where Milton Karen was following Columbo up the steps to the roof of the PD as she's complaining, and he walks off the roof and kills himself.
I'm just gonna take the long trip to the hospital right
like
now. I don't want to deal with the Karen.
Like that was like the best because it was just so hilarious because he just walks.
Milton wasn't expecting it because there was no hesitation. It was just full.
I mean, to be fair, I think it just added to it that he just no hesitation just walked off, and then Milton just sat there for a moment and then jumped off himself.
Yeah, that mimicked the two ladies. Yeah, that was fucking weird.
It was just so funny.
A rabid Karen in the middle of the woods.
But
like,
it was so funny. No, but I mean, let's make Karens and put him in carp and just complain about everything. Excuse me, go up to Beakers. I would like to speak to your manager. That would be me. Why is everyone standing around here?
I've been waiting with my car for like 5 minutes now.
And everyone is standing around doing nothing. We'll get kicked. We'll be banned.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get banned immediately. And I think, and part of me says it's worth it. Only part of me, though.
But yeah, so I don't know how much of the last part is going to be in the podcast thing because we've been going on for a while now.
We've been going on for 2 hours and 5 minutes. I mean, I'm going to keep all of it. So I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
But yeah, I think this is.
I just didn't know if the RP thing, if you wanted that in the.
No, I want yeah. No, but yeah, I think this is a good stopping point.
Okay.
I'm hoping that we make this like a weekly thing. Like at least we do it once a week. And
and then we also gotta set up the Fallout radio.
Yeah. So
all that shit.
We want to thank you all so much for watching the first Have a Podcast episode.
Is there anything that we want to do at the end of these?
I mostly
some places.
We'll think about it as time goes on.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
I don't like to.
Well, you're not one that does it very often.
While we were doing this, I want to see how well it works.
Take a step back. Okay, understand the personal bubble. Are you allowed to be in here?
I love that. Anyway.
Oh, my favorite.
Jesus Christ.
I just got a bunch of jaw tries.
No, I like that. Are you even sure you're supposed to be here? I love that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching the podcast, our first episode. We're gonna try to make this a weekly thing as best as we possibly can, and you know, we'll see what happens. But you can, over on YouTube, you can subscribe to this channel, to my YouTube channel here, where you can watch it as it gets posted, because it is streamed live and then it is posted the next day on YouTube. And you can go over to the Twitch account, twitch.tv/Explodicy, and check. Thank you so much for the 10 biddies. You can go check out the Twitch channel, and you can follow me here to see it live. Now, let me just say, we're not done with the stream just yet, boys, but we're just ending the podcast. So we want to thank you guys so much for checking out the podcast.
Wait, hold on.
We're gonna play Pony Party,
you little shit. Hold on, little shit.
What?
Hold on, you little. You fucking promote yourself. You don't fucking promote me. You fucking try to sneak that right on by. You just try to fucking sneak that shit right on by.
Maybe I did.
Am your content, you motherfucker.
All right, promote yourself, bitch.
SmilingTiger and
all right, I don't like how you did it.
Time,
all right, I didn't like how you did that. All right.
No, on Twitch, SmilingTiger, and on YouTube, it is TSST time.
Link in the description down below, where you can check it out. next time you won't get to promote his shit. Just wait for it. I'll make sure he doesn't get to promote it.
Try to sneak that right up by. Yeah, you can follow Explodicy here and there. This guy's a fucking nerd.
I tried and I failed. So close.
But yeah, thank you all so much for joining us, coming along, listening to us talk some random shit. If there's anything that you guys want discussed or anything, shoot it in the comments.
Do
May
all
bring
that.
it up. Yeah.
So thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Later.
Love your faces. Goodbye.